Hello everyone, Citizens United is Manchester United 0, Manchester City 2, and what a game. Well, it depends who you ask, but what a derby game. In truth, it was actually quite boring. You have to look at a few things. First off, Pep was brave enough to drop Grealish, £100 million player, left him on the bench, didn't even bring him on the second half. In fact, Pep didn't even make a substitution. What does that say? It says that Pep has trust in these players, whereas Ole, he was all over the place. His lineup, probably what you'd expect, tried to hit us on the break. But City contained it well. There was no counter from United. In fact, there was no pressure from United all game. First half was a bit of an easy one. Second half, I expected United to come out and attack us. They didn't do anything. They didn't even try. Like, the amount of time we had on the ball, players were stood there with it, just waiting for United players to come at them. They didn't. And if it wasn't for De Gea, it would have been 4 or 5 or even 6 again, like it was against Liverpool. But just like Liverpool in the second half, we just eased up. We just stopped attacking them because we didn't have to. We were just playing keep ball. And United did nothing to stop it. Such a poor performance from them. But it's brilliant from City. And again, like, I look at the lineup and we had Cancelo on the left, who again was phenomenal. The crosses he whips in. And he's so good on his left foot that he had a good couple of shots of his left foot that De Gea had to save. You know, and he's really unlucky not to get more assists. If we had a strike, he probably would have done. That second half when he hit the byline and he cut it back. And went through De Gea's legs. If we had a striker that was in, if Aguero was there, would have been 3. So yeah, incredible performance from him. And he deserved man of the match, which is what he got. Although you could have given Bernardo as well, who didn't stop running, took his goal well. And did anyone else think that had gone in? I didn't. I thought it'd gone wide. I think he was only Bernardo at the time who saw it go in, after De Gea. But yeah, I see a lot of people complaining about De Gea, saying it was his mistake, and maybe it was, but De Gea kept United in that first half. I don't think he can fault his performance at all. I think he was their best player again. And I think I saw a stat that said that United had more shots on target De Gea than they did Edison. It's just shocking from United. And all with his substitutions as well. I mean, he brought on Rashford, he did nothing. He brought on Donny, that was just to appease the fans, I reckon, because everyone keeps saying play Donny, play Donny. He doesn't want to play him. And when he brought him on, Donny did nothing. He had no time, and he had what, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. So it just shows a massive contrast. Every time the cameras went to Ole, he was sat slouched in his chair, looking grumpy as ever. Every time the camera went to Pep, he was up on the touchline, he was screaming, he was yelling, he was pushing people forward, he was slapping Jesus on the butt at one point. It just shows a massive contrast where these two managers are in terms of drive and determination, and they're willing to win as well. Pep wanted more. He was demanding more from the players, even though, really, I mean, it should have been Ole demanding more from his players because they weren't playing for him at all. You know, so let's break a few things down early on. The own goal by Bailly. Well, I mean, I saw Neville say it was a rash attempt at clearance, and maybe it was, but I mean, it came at him so quick, and Cancelo attacked that byline quick. You know, and De Gea could do nothing about it. The second goal, poor defending shot, trying to let it. I don't think he was leaving it for De Gea. I think he expected it to go out of play, but you know, Bernardo doesn't give up, and he lunged out, he stuck out that left foot, and he got his goal, and he deserved the goal as well. Again, Bernardo, incredible. We didn't see as much as Foden on the left as we usually see him in the middle, but you know, he still worked hard, and he should have probably had a goal. He hit the outside of the post in that second half, and that would have been 3. And it's a shame he didn't get his goal because I would have liked to have seen him score against United. You know. I thought Jesus was brilliant on the right-hand side. He worked hard. He ran up and down the pitch. He tracked Ronaldo quite well too when he got past Walker. Yeah, good performance from him. De Bruyne, a little bit off it. He had a wild swing in the second half of that volley that went wide. You know, but his passing was pretty good. He held the ball well. He was fouled a couple of times. I thought he did well. I thought he did better than he did in the last few games, particularly the one against Crystal Palace. Gundogan, again, he had a great touch in the box at some point in the second half when he should have controlled it better and had a shot on goal, but he put it wide. But other than that, again, his passing was brilliant. His use of the ball was great. Rodri breaks up every attack that United tried brilliantly. He was phenomenal, Rodri. I think he was one of the best 3 players on the pitch today with Bernardo and Cancelo. And at the back, you had Stones, solid, which he has been for the last couple of years. He's been really good with, since Diaz came in last season, he's been really good. And Diaz again, solid at the back. Edison, calm as ever, whipping balls out of his weak foot, his left foot. Great. Walker, brilliant again, worked hard. Good on the ball. Saw him in the injury time there trying to get on the end of a Jesus cross to nod it in. game you didn't get a goal. But yeah, the whole City team were fantastic. You can't really fault a player, and I don't think I could rate any of them lower than a 7. Whereas you look at the United team, and I tell you what, I mean, I'm not a United fan, but looking at that team, it's shocking. They don't try. And I watched the game against Liverpool, and it was 4-0, wasn't it, at half-time? And that could have been 10 if Liverpool continued trying in the second half. And you think to yourself, okay, United are not going to let that happen again. They got the result against Tottenham, who were awful last weekend. But you think United are going to push on. They're going to take the game to City because they have to. Every time Ole needs a result, they seem to get it from the players. The players seem to bring something out themselves to do it. But today, it didn't like they were playing for them. They didn't look interested. There was no motivation there. There was no drive. Maybe the 2-2 in the midweek took it out. And maybe that was their bit of luck with Ronaldo scoring that injury time equaliser. There was nothing there. I thought Ronaldo had a couple of good moments. He had no service though, did he? And I think I also saw a stat that said United had 4 touches in the City box. 4 touches, that's dreadful. That I also saw one in the first half that said Cancelo had 1 pass fewer in the attacking third than the whole United team combined. It just shows how far off United are. And they're going backward. And if results go against them this weekend, United end up in 8th place by the end of Sunday. Whereas, City obviously chasing that title. Still a long way to go, especially after that result against Crystal Palace. Today was needed as well. I mean, you look at the Crystal Palace result last week, and I said, if we don't win this game, you can call us out the title race. But we won it, and we didn't just win it. We won it well. Yeah, it was only 2-0, but let's be honest, you're not going to see more dominant 2-0. We beat Chelsea the same way at their ground, where they reduced them to 1 shot. Did the same thing to United here. If we had a strike, we'd be winning these games by 4 or 5 goals. But we have to settle for just the 2. But a win's a win and a clean sheet as well, which is phenomenal. And the City fans singing Ole at the wheel, just like the Liverpool fans did, says it all. Everybody wants Ole in, other than United fans. And that should tell the United board something. But what a result it was today. And again, faultless. We needed the win. We got it. So great result. United, where does that leave them? I mean, they'll be struggling for top 4 at this rate. I mean, I look at the Premier League and I think to myself, there's at least 10 teams there better than United at the moment. And you're looking at teams like Crystal Palace, Brighton, teams that you probably wouldn't say should be doing better than United, but they're so much better. The managers are better. The players are not, but they work harder. They play better. They're better on the ball. Because all United do really, and I've said it for a while, is they rely on pace. United confuse pace for talent. They did the same thing with Dan James. Every time they play Rashford, I hear, oh, he's a great player. He's not. He's quick. He's not good. And if he is, United are not using him right. They and that's another thing. United don't even use their midfield. The midfield gives it to the defense, and they just whack it up front and use the pace. It's just ridiculous. Get the ball down, play it. Like City played our defence, and yeah, I remember when Pep first came, we were shocking at doing that. We gave so many goals, and we were getting battered by even 4-0, Leicester 4-0. We were awful. But, you got to start from somewhere, and United just don't even look like they want to start it. They just hump the ball forward, hope for the best, and if Ronaldo doesn't do anything special, then they're in the mud, and that's exactly where United are, in the mud. So yeah, Ole, hope you stay in, but I don't see how he keeps his job, and he just keeps doing it. Especially with Conte being hired by Tottenham last weekend. They're running out of managers. If Zidane's waiting for someone like Paris Saint-Germain to turn up, and United are going to get Poch, I don't think Poch is going to do any better with this team. I really don't. I don't think anyone's going to do better with this team. They need a massive overhaul, especially that defence. Maguire's not cut. How he's captain is shocking. Maguire's not good enough. Lindelof's not good enough. Wan-Bissaka's not good enough. Again, they think they're just went with pace for him. Shaw doesn't turn up half the time. Just De Gea at the moment, keeping the minute. De Gea and Ronaldo, that's what they had. De Gea and Ronaldo FC. But yeah, that's my 2 cents anyway. There's my little review. Great result for City, bad result for United. Was it expected? I expected more from United, but shocking all around. And yeah, come on, you Blues as always. And yeah, thanks for watching. And if you could like the video or subscribe, that'd be great as well. Make sure to check around. You can check us out on Twitter at Cityzens United _. So please do like the video if you can. It really helps the YouTube algorithm as we continue to grow. And thanks for watching. Have a great weekend if you can after this match. Bye.